just after 4 p.m. on Chicago's West Side. Pluto left a barbershop after getting a lineup, driving through the 700 block of North Cicero Avenue. The streets were quiet, but for Pluto, there was always an edge of danger. His reputation...
It's sad you can't even go get a haircut. You can't even go get a haircut. You can't even go get fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't even, like, man, I wouldn't want to be no gang member or nothing like that for now. Because I like getting a haircut. YouTube. Man, what it do, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, man. I go by Done. If you new, go ahead and do me the biggest solid, man. I need y'all to like the vid, sub it up after you sub. Make sure you ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hit all, man. We back with another Final Hours Alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Another documentary video. Back on that boy Dose of Mystery, man. Shout out to Dose of Mystery. Y'all make sure y'all go sub him up. And today, man, we talking about a Chiraq drill legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? They say that man got more hats than Lil Jeff and Q50 Bloodhounds put together. You know what I'm saying? They say he was really like that. So his ops had to go ahead and get him off the street. Now, I want y'all to know this, bro. I don't condone none of this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this, but it's pure entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? And I know these are real people who went through real life situations, bro. But not only is it like entertaining for the viewers, bro, you know what I'm saying? Kind of entertaining for me too. I like to bring awareness to the jits, man, that when you in these streets, bro, when you banging and slanging and you know what I'm saying, hanging and ganging and you know what I'm saying, when you want ops, bro, when you know it's two sides to having ops, it's two sides to carrying a gun, it's two sides to being the bout, it's two sides to being Billy Badass, bro. It's the side that's holding the gun and it's the side that the gun is pointing to, bro. And sometimes that person can be the same person. It just depends on the day. You feel me? But anyway, man, we're going to get into this, man. We're going to talk about that boy, Pluto 2 times.
Really pay attention, you wouldn't notice that the West Side is hell.
Pluto just love the streets. I ain't gonna lie. Love the streets.
On September 28th, 2019, Pluto 2 times, a young man with a bad reputation and untapped musical talent, woke up like any other day in Chicago. But by sunset, he would be gone. The west side of Chicago, a place steeped in gang rivalries and generational conflict, was home to Pluto. For outsiders, it was a war zone, a place to avoid. But for Pluto 2 times, whose real name was Derek Burns, it was a familiar, almost routine. That morning, there was no sign that this day would be his last. He was out on the streets, navigating the avenues he knew so well. Unlike most days, Pluto wasn't surrounded by his usual group of friends or fellow gang members. He wasn't guarded or protected. Instead, he spent his final hours driving through the city with just one passenger, a woman whose name has never been released. By the afternoon, the air felt heavy. Chicago's streets are unpredictable, and for some like Pluto, whose name carried weight and whose enemies had been watching, vulnerability was a rare, fleeting thing. Rumors swirled that rival gangs were tracking his movements, waiting for the right moment to strike. On this day, they found it. It happened just after 4 p.m. on Chicago's West Side. Pluto left a barbershop after getting a lineup, driving through the 700 block of North Cicero Avenue. The streets were quiet, but for Pluto, there was always an edge of danger. His reputation...
It's sad you can't even go get a haircut. You can't even go get a haircut. You can't even go get fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't even, like, man, I wouldn't want to be no gang member or nothing like that for now. Because I like getting a haircut. That's sad, bro.
Had turned him into a target. Unbeknownst to him, someone had been tracking his movements, waiting for the right opportunity to strike. The ambush happened in seconds. Another vehicle pulled up alongside Pluto's car. Before he could react, gunfire erupted, shattering the window and ripping through the body of the car. The barrage was relentless. Pluto was hit multiple times, a terminal shot striking him in the head. His passenger, though injured, survived the attack. The shooter sped off, disappearing into the maze of streets that had seen this story play out time and time again. The woman beside him, though injured, survived the chaos. Witnesses would later describe the chilling...
Sound like a back door. Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homie. That don't sound like no back door to y'all. It sound like a back door.
Speed of the ambush, the white sedan speeding away, leaving Pluto slumped in the driver's seat. When emergency services arrived, they found the car riddled with bullet holes. The street, once alive with movement, fell quiet as news of the shooting spread. Pluto, 2 times, just 24 years old, was pronounced deceased at the scene. Word of his passing moved quickly. For those who knew Pluto, whether through his feared reputation in Chicago's gang scene or his raw, emotional music, this was a moment of disbelief. Friends, rivals, and fans alike began to ask the same question. Who was behind the shooting and what brought Pluto to this moment? For Derek Burns, known later as Pluto 2 times, childhood was defined by struggle. The streets around him offered little hope, just survival. Opportunities were scarce and danger lurked on every corner. A consistent reminder of the unforgiving nature of the city. Growing up in a family with limited means, he witnessed the harsh realities of his environment early on. For many kids on the west side, the streets offered a dangerous allure, a sense of power, belonging, and survival in a world that
Oh, so he was from the west side of the rack. So Chicago is just a dangerous place, huh? Like, Chiraq, get in the comments, like, because I want to come to Chicago, man. I want to get me some good food. You know what I'm saying? I want to try a real, what's the name of the restaurant? They all over the world, right? But it's like Chicago style. Sharks. I want to go to a real Sharks. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to like a Sharks that's in the middle of the hood. Like, so, I mean, me being a tourist, bro, I mean, could I come to the rack like this? Or would they be like, hey, where you from, blood? You know what I'm saying? Where you from, folk? On BD, boy, you better take that hood off your head. Like, or do I just need to go like this? Or should I come like this? Like, if I come to the rack like this right here, would I be smooth? Would I be able to smooth and groove? I just need to know, cause that's one of the places on my bucket list that I wanna travel to, man. Chicago, straight up.
Them little else. Pluto was no exception. At a young age, he was exposed to gang culture, a world where loyalty was earned through the streets, and respect often came at a terminal cost. By his teenage years, Pluto had found his place within Ghost Mob, a notorious group also known as TNG or 4900. Ghost Mob operated in the shadows of
Ghost Mob.
I wonder how Honeybook can help grow my business.
Chicago, known for its reputation as a dangerous and violent crew. Pluto quickly rose through the ranks. He became a figure to be feared, gaining recognition as a sharpshooter and an enforcer for the gang. His name began to spread across the West Side, a reputation built on ruthless decisions and unwavering loyalty to Ghost Mob. For Pluto, this life was survival. Respect came at a cost, and he paid it every day. At 15 years old, Pluto 2 times made a choice that would set the tone for the rest of his life. It happened near Augusta and LeClaire on Chicago's west side, not far from the street he called home. That day, Pluto and his friend William Davis came across Antonio Baker, a 43-year-old man quietly smoldering a cigarette. What started as a simple request for a cigarette quickly escalated. Words turned to an attack. Pluto struck Baker first, and Williams joined in. The two teenagers punched and kicked the older man. The assault was witnessed by a passerby who tried to intervene. In the chaos, Pluto picked up a large speaker and dropped it on Baker's head. When paramedics arrived, they rushed Baker to the hospital.
Oh my God!
It was too late. He passed away shortly after the attack.
Oh
For Pluto
my
and William,
God!
the consequences were immediate. They were arrested, charged, and faced as an adult in court. Their bond was set at $500,000, but in an unexpected twist, Baker's cause of demise was later determined to be an asthma attack triggered during the assault, not the beating itself. This single technicality changed everything. The charges were dropped, and Pluto walked free, narrowly.
Boy, he couldn't have been in Georgia, boy. They would have hung his ass. I don't think he could have been nowhere in the South, bro. That must be like some Midwest tight-ish, bro. Or they must have wanted that old man off the street anyway, bro. If he was down here, bro, they would have hung him. Talking about asthma killed him, bro. They causing the hell the asthma attack. What the hell? I done heard it all, Mark.
escaping years of incarceration. For some, it was a stroke of luck. For others, it was a warning sign of what was to come. In the years that followed, Pluto's reputation on the street grew darker. Feuds escalated between his crew, Ghost Mob, and rival gangs. One of Pluto's most personal losses, a friend named Sequan, was one of the main catalysts for revenge, especially after his ops took the opportunity to mock his passing. On Facebook, Pluto took on Sequan's name as a tribute. Retaliation became a cycle, and Pluto was often at the center of it. One incident that cemented his reputation involved the passing of a rival gang member known as Sosa. Sosa was sitting in a parked car one night when two men approached and opened fire, hitting him instantly. Days after the hit, Pluto took to social media. Instead of
thought he was tough, gave him a plot and some dirt. Time they saw him, he pulled up in a hurt. Oh my God.
violence or grief, he mocked his rival. The streets.
Oh my God.
Chicago took notice. Pluto wasn't just another gang member. He was becoming a target. After years immersed in gang conflicts and street retaliations, Pluto two times sought a new direction: music. He began channeling his experiences into rap, using his lyrics to narrate the stark realities of life on Chicago's West Side.
I pray I don't go out like teeth, and the jacket so big like the peak.
Music became his outlet, a form of expression that allowed him to process his struggles and share his stories with others who might understand. In 2019, Pluto released the mixtape Legend, Dead or Alive, featuring tracks like Married to the Game and Nightmare.
You ride for him, y'all get buried the same. Lost a couple niggas, it would never happen again. Cause when I'm supposed to believe I got that strap in my pen.
These songs resonated with listeners for their raw and unfiltered depiction of his life. His lyrics painted vivid pictures of the hardships he faced, the choices he made, and the environment that shaped him. Through his music, Pluto offered a glimpse into a world many knew existed, but few truly understood. As Pluto two times reputation spread, feuds from the streets followed. By his late teens and early 20s, Pluto's name carried weight in Chicago's gang conflicts. He became tied to a series of violent incidents, though police could never gather enough evidence to charge him. One of the most chilling events was the passing of a teenager, Juan Drake, known on the streets as Too Hot. In September 2018, he was walking through Chicago's Austin neighborhood when a green SUV pulled up alongside him. Gunshots rang out, hitting Too Hot in the chest and shoulder. He was rushed to Stroger Hospital, but he didn't survive.
Oh
Days
my
later,
God.
Pluto two times turned to Instagram.
Hey, do y'all think that these doctors, do y'all think they really be trying to save these guys? Or they just do the bare minimum? Because you got to think, these guys probably ain't got no health insurance. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all know, the medicine business or the medical field, it's a multi-trillion-dollar business, bro. So you think they really doing all they can do to save these people, bro? These inner city kids, bro? Come on, man.
Posting a comment that shocked those who read it. Too hot pants were too tight. That's why I chased him down. He fell. LOL. Many saw it as a taunt or even an admission of guilt. It fueled speculation that Pluto had been involved. Though no charges were ever filed, he was far from the last body attributed to Pluto two times. These incidents strengthened Pluto's notoriety, but they also made him a target. Avoiding police charges didn't mean avoiding danger.
Fought multiple charges, incarcerated, beat multiple. And when you in those type of situations and under those circumstances, you really be institutionalized even when you out of jail.
Rival gangs were intimidated by him. His actions, both real and alleged, had left a trail of destruction that others were determined to repay. Following his implication in 2 hits and a slew of other charges within a short span, Pluto entered a tumultuous period marked by retaliation, loss, and paranoia.
So now the old guys, even myself, I'm like, shit, shorty, gotta play it smart. We might as well call 12, put 12 on our side. You feel me? So call 12, tell them it's a whole bunch of people with guns at this address right down the street. Not on their side where they at or on our side, but down the street, just on the block. Call the police, tell them we out here. It's a whole bunch of people out here with guns.
Over the next 3 months,
What?
from April 20th,
What?
2019
What do you mean?
to July 8th, 2019, he suffered from the passing of 8 friends, 4 of whom were particularly close. His Facebook page, akin to a personal diary,
When I die. First of all, what did the dude mean by put 12? Did y'all I ain't understand that. Anyway, he said, when I die, put my blick in my casket. The OPPS deep is life up there. I didn't mean to laugh, but that's crazy. I never read nothing like that in my life, bro. This man say when he die, make sure you bury him with his blick. Cause the OPPS deep up there. I don't think you went up nowhere, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have nowhere to put you, but I just like we gotta talk Q50 on this one, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know about up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Up is the key word in this sentence, bro. You feel me? But hey, that's crazy work though. Then he got like when I die, like energy.
Akin to a personal diary, reflected the profound changes he underwent during this time. With each loss, he appeared increasingly desensitized to the pain, his heart growing empty and consumed by a singular desire, revenge. He even admitted to losing his sanity during this time. Ultimately, these events set the stage for his actions. By this point, Pluto was living with a target on his back. The streets he knew so well were closing in on him, and his enemies were waiting for the right moment to strike. After his passing, reactions were divided. Some mourned his passing, recalling Pluto as a friend, an artist, and a voice to the unheard. Others pointed to his reputation, calling it a grim consequence of the choices he had made. Chilling commentary.
Well, somebody said the wait is over.
His life and passing, with speculation about how many lives Pluto had taken before his own was cut short.
He could have been a target, because I was told that the OPPS hated him. You hear what I'm saying? I was told that the OPPS didn't like this dude. Now, like I say, I don't want to portray him as a bad guy, because he probably is a good guy. He probably just one of those dudes who people love putting his dad on the internet. You know, this might be a good dude, but nobody wants to upload that footage.
His passing was
Shout out my boy Truth Teller TV, man. What's happening, my boy?
seen as inevitable, the final chapter of a life. To others, it was a loss of potential. Pluto had shown glimpses of talent, using music to reflect his struggle and tell his story. His tracks resonated with fans who understood his pain, his loyalty, and his ambition to escape the streets. As of now, the individuals responsible for the passing of Pluto 2 times have not been publicly identified or apprehended. The case remains unsolved, with no official reports indicating that suspects have been named or brought to justice. Peace, Pluto.
They don't even want to find him, man. Y'all know how that go, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get killed, what them folk making their money at, bro, they don't really care nothing about finding who killed you, bro. And we can't get our young people to even see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they want to see it. They don't even care that they don't care. They just want bodies. They want OPPS, bro. But like, go to the military. Like. If you gonna be called a sharp, like, do y'all know what a sharpshooter is, bro? That's somebody who can really shoot. In the military, that's a big deal. Go to the military, man. You know what I'm saying? Go help Donald Trump take over the world or something. I don't know, man. It's crazy out here, man. But anyway, rest in peace to anybody who lost their life in this video, man. This is crazy work. You know what I'm saying? But the good book say, you live by the sword, you shall die by it. And in modern day terms, I believe if you live by the gun, you gonna die by it, man. You know what I mean? So, just like I said at the beginning of the video, I react to these documentaries, man, because I want the little kids and I want the jits to see anybody. You know what I'm saying? When you live in that street life, bro, it's two sides to it. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides to it and it's two endings, bro. You feel me? I don't care how you think it may end. You don't retire from the street life. You don't, bro. You either die or you go to jail for the rest of your life. That's it. You either the one holding the gun or you the one on the other side of it. And you can be both, depending on what day it is, depending on if it's your turn or not. You feel me? But you can talk till you blue in the face, man. These youngins, man, they ain't gonna get it. But the ones that do get it, if I could just help one, then I feel like I did a good deed. You feel me? But hey, man, know how y'all feel about this one, man, in the comment section down below, man. You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all knew Pluto 2 times personally. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on with him, man. Let me know what was going on with him, you feel me? Shout out to the Rack. Shout out to Dose of Mystery, man. Yeah, I think Chicago has got a little bit better, but I think people still probably like dying every day in the Rack. But I think it has got a little bit better. You feel me? In the meantime, between time, man, I go by done. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ring the bell so you don't miss another video, man. I love y'all, man. But if y'all rocking out with me, make sure y'all tapping on all my YouTube channels across YouTube platform, man. Make sure y'all rocking with my Instagram, Kingdom_7. And also, I got a clothing brand, Imperium, bro. We finna get ready to drop. ImperiumAthletics.us, so y'all stay tuned for that, man. As soon as we drop, man, y'all know I'm gonna let y'all know first. Cause we the mob. I love y'all, man. Mob life or no life. Mob with no way. And I'll be coming. OTM, we getting straight out the mud. 1,700 by the day. 2K, we on the way. Roll to 10K. The 100K plat will be ours by the top of the year. They call me. Man, I don't hear my mic. My bad, folks. They call me done, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap, too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel, got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer, got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap, doing numbers, the trap.